All right, well, I was just informed that the United Nations has a New World Order website at unnwo.org. That's unnwo.org to get your updates on the New World Order from the official United Nations New World Order website. The United Nations New World Order Project is a global high-level initiative founded in 2008. Okay, well, I never really heard of this myself, actually, until today. To advance a new economic paradigm. Well, that's what we need, isn't it? A new economic paradigm where we have less money and they have more. A new political order, and more broadly, a new world order for humankind, which achieves the UN's global goals for sustainable development by 2030 and the happiness, well-being, and freedom of all life on Earth by 2050. Okay, so again, this Mother Earth Goddess agenda here to free all life from us, right? They think we're the virus. So they got a 2030 goal, gender equality, which means androgyny is one of the main goals. Now they're in a decade of action, and they're also in I think they call it like a decade of monitoring and surveillance or something like that. And they're micromanaging every business, especially the large corporations are already fully on board. And right now what they're doing is shutting down the small businesses to make them conform to these sustainable development goals, which again, sustainable development for Mother Earth. What they're doing is using this environmentalist idea to kind of secretly push their religion. All right, the United Nations is a religious organization. It's basically Freemasonic, it's Kabbalistic, and more recently they've attached the word theosophy. Let's take our planet back. As I've shown you before, planet is kind of a code word for the Mother Earth goddess named Gaia, and also goes by many different names. One of the features of this religion is that they practice ritual androgyny. And there's the flat Earth map divided into 33 quadrants with the Mother Earth goddess fertility symbolism. The crown, right? The crown, the wreath on the head of the Roman emperors, for example. Let's continue on. Initiatives. All right, so again, United Nations New World Order, initiatives. Happy-talism. Happy-talism, all right? No more capitalism. Now we're going to have happy-talism. It's a new economic paradigm which places happiness, well-being, and freedom at the center of human development models, systems, and all life. Again, all life, except humans, right? Now, I suspect there's a universal income aspect to this, right? The universal income idea, every now and then, every few months, they would kind of put that out in the news over like the last 5 years, and I've noticed it. It's this idea of, basically people won't have to work and you'll just get like a paycheck, which is kind of the start of this already, right? The government stimulus checks are the beginning of universal income, where you're just a farm animal and they're going to put a bucket of corn in front of you because you're not essential, right? You're not essential. They're just kind of taking you out of the way and letting you kind of die quietly and slowly in the privacy of your own home. Unido happiness, all right? Unido. What in the world does this mean? United Nations International Day of Happiness. And look at this symbolism here, right? That's a Gaia. That's basically what we would call Satan, right? It's the enemy of Yahweh. It's the enemy of God and his people. Enemy of God who wants to pretend he's God. He wants people to be obedient to him because humans were not obedient to God, right? So he's going to prove to God that people will be obedient to him. And this is a bit of an androgyny symbol, actually, right? If these two kind of semicircles here represent a human head, there's two human heads on this one body. This is the androgyne. This is the rebus, all right? So this is the Mother Earth goddess, the pagan gods surrounding the androgynes, all right? All is one. Here is the Star of Ishtar, right here, or Inanna. This star, you will actually find it on the ancient carvings of these pagan gods and goddesses. You'll see it sitting on top. UN Global Goals, advancing a new economic paradigm of happy-talism for humanity means mobilizing $30 trillion toward achieving the 17 UN Global Goals, 169 targets by 2030. There's the rainbow again, right? The rainbow, the Noahide laws, the rainbow. The homo-fascist, trans-fascist circle. Happytalism, all right? Now we've descended into the final days of the age of stupidity, all right? So we live in the age of deception, disobedience, and what's the last one? Oh, death. Deception, disobedience, and death. Going back to Adam, right? The Genesis 3. Adam and Eve deceived, deception. I think what Satan wants to do is get us to obey him, to prove to God that people would choose Satan over God. And of course, the history of the world does show that people have been disobedient to God, right? That's what Satan accused us of to God. Advancing a new economic paradigm of happytalism since 2008. See, this is kind of depressing, really. I mean, this is probably one of the most stupid things I've ever seen. And here it is right here. United Nations New World Order, advancing a new economic paradigm of happytalism since 2008. And, you know, they've been able to implement this New World Order because of the common cold or the seasonal flu. That's what's really kind of depressing, you know. I mean, it wasn't even like a real disease or a real virus. There is no pandemic, right? There's simply no pandemic at all. And now they're giving us happytalism. I mean, come on. The age of stupidity is coming to an end with an onslaught of extreme stupidity. A great revolution is waiting for us. The crisis doesn't only make us free to imagine other models. Now we're free to imagine. Imagine no more heaven. Other models, another future, another world. Imagine no possessions. Imagine a new economic paradigm of happytalism. Happytalism is a new economic system, socio-political philosophy, and human development paradigm which places the primacy of happiness, well-being, and freedom at the center of human development in all life. There's a white paper currently under peer review by some of the world's top economic and academic minds. Join us. Let's get it right. Be among the first to review the official happytalism white paper. Well, maybe I'll sign up to get that. Because I think this United Nations New World Order system, maybe this is the happiness I've been searching for all my life. There's the old Noahide rainbow again. Of course, all these things sound really nice on the surface, but if you look underneath the Masonic symbolism, let's see what this has to say. Peace, justice, and strong institutions, which means weak individuals. Build effective, accountable, and inclusive institutions at all levels. That means they want to control every single business in the world. And you wouldn't believe the level of detail they have on all of these things. There you go. Provide universal legal identity. Well, I have fingerprints already, right? Fingerprints, including birth registration. There you go. They're going to take gender or sex off the birth certificates, right? So everyone will be born legally androgynous, and it will be illegal to have a gender by 2030. By 2030, which means it could be before then, right? I mean, it takes a while to implement all these micromanagement ridiculous things they have for us. I think I'll print this page out, put it on my door at the office. Oh, by the way, I was told originally we could start working again at the office. But then the next day, it was overruled by the parent company. And now guess what? We're going to be working from home until August. All right? That means June and July, working from home for no reason at all. For no reason at all. Other than that's what they want us to do, right? It's a new world order. I mean, this would be a good April Fool's Day kind of thing that the UN could do to show that they have a sense of humor. But no, they're very serious people over there, right? There's a very serious religious. These people are religious fanatics, all right? They want to enslave the human race, make us obedient slaves to them. Because they think that God messed up, because he didn't make us obedient slaves to him. Free will, and of course we disobeyed. I did, right? Everyone did. We all disobeyed God. But that's where Jesus comes. Like, they didn't see Jesus coming, right? They killed him, and then they're like, oh man, he came back. What's going on? And he's going to forgive all these people. It's like, what? And they're going to live forever. And they're going to judge us. We're going to burn forever in a lake of fire and sulfur. Oh man, we better try to stop that. That's what this is all about. See, there's a whole context to this. I know people don't want to hear about the Bible or anything like that. There's a history to this. This stuff isn't just, they're not just a mafia out to get more money. All right? There's a lot of people who say that. Well, that's because that's their worldview. If you don't believe in God, then you're going to have to make a story that fits your worldview. I have a worldview where God is real. I mean, I know for a fact that God is real because, as they say, seeing is believing. And that's all I'm going to say for now. I don't want to talk about that too much. But I know for a fact that God exists and that he loves humanity. And this is just a good little page to show people. There's people out there who don't believe that there is a new world order. You got to write your name down at every store you go into, and you got to have an app to get into every store. You got to wear a mask, and now you got to write your name down. Or now they are rolling out this app. You got to get this app, and people are just lining up. They just want to download the app because they want to be part of the new world order. They want to belong to the world. They want to be in the new world order. They don't want to be left out, right? That's kind of one of the basic human fears people have, right? They don't want to be left out. They don't want to be alone. They don't want to be outside the herd. They want to belong. Well, you're going to belong to this, all right? You're going to belong to happytalism. Good luck with that. I'm out, man. I'm not going to take part in happytalism. I don't need the United Nations to give me happiness. This new world order does not make me happy. Maybe this is all part of God's plan to put an end to this age of stupidity and to fully implement the new creation that began with the resurrection of Jesus Christ. It does seem like this current age we're in will come to a final end. It has been ending for a while. And this new creation that's about to begin, it kind of started in the past already. There's been tribulation going on for 2,000 years, right? The Catholic Church killed millions and millions of people who just wanted to read the Bible and study the Bible. They were killed. So anyway, I've rambled on enough. This could have been just a 2-minute video, but you know how it is.